people, extraordinary people. Have a conversation with Gina. Yeah, yeah. Have a conversation with Gina. Experience me. Experience me. Extraordinary, ordinary people. I am Auntie Gina. Gina sings. Gina Fletcher from Brooklyn, New York. 61-year-old Scorpio from Do or Die, Bed-Stuy. How could anybody be calling me right now? Somebody important. Let me see. No, my mother's here, so other than my son, el importante is no one. So, and I should have had my phone turned up. I'm sorry, Sam. So what is happening right now? Can we cut this out or something? What do we have to do to cut this out? Okay. I got people calling me. I should have had it off. I'm so sorry. You want to start over? Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Yep. Just ordinary people, extraordinary people. Have a conversation with Gina. Yeah, yeah. Have a conversation with Gina. Experience me. Experience me. Gina Fletcher. Auntie Gina. Gina sings. Sister Fletcher. Whatever you want to call me. I'm Auntie Gina from Brooklyn, New York. 61-year-old Scorpio. And I say that with pride. Do or die, Bed-Stuy, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm here in Los Angeles, California, filming this new podcast that Samson. Is it Groupon or Groupon? I keep Croupin, like crippin, but you're not a crip, yeah, right? Crippin. Yeah, no. Can you crip? No, we don't want to hear him crip.
I can crip walk.
You can't crip walk, Samson. Please. Delilah just took your strength. Delilah is in the form of Elizabeth. Elizabeth, she's Delilah. She has clipped his wings, ladies and gentlemen. He no longer has. He has a uterus. I'm sorry. FAX. Ordinary people. This is Auntie Gina, and today I'm gonna get right to it because I'm very excited. Let me give you a little background to this. I am the oldest of 6 children. Well, 4 now because I lost 2 brothers in the past 4 years. And my mother is in the form of Sharon Fletcher, a Libra. She's 81 years old. She bore 6 children, and she has been not just my mommy, but she has been my girlfriend, my get high partner. Not really a disciplinarian too much. You let me live. But our relationship had so many roller coaster rides analogous to the cyclone in Brooklyn and Coney Island that it is incumbent upon me to help tell some of her story through my story. Because I am, only because of her and my father's sperm, of course, which is a whole nother conversation that I think my mother wants to worship, but we'll get into that in a minute. So my mother is Sharon Fletcher, Sharon Mundell Lee Fletcher, and born in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I needed to take time. She's my favorite celebrity, y'all. And I meet a lot of people. Let me tell you something. I've met a lot of people who are considered celebrities and millionaires and billionaires. I'm only impressed with Stevie Wonder. Let me say that. And Sharon motherfucking Fletcher. Because I came through her vaginal canal. And she's interesting. She's extraordinary. And not because she's my mother. And there's something to do with the fact that I came from her. So it's a little narcissistic to be interviewing my mother. So, because it's really about me. However, all the way from my house. Is an amazing woman. And I'm going to let her tell her own story. Sharon Mundell Lee Fletcher. Can we have a, I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one, you only get one, yeah. Hi, Mommy.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord, she comes on with this sexual. Thank you.
I just love you.
Put it down. There's no penis in the room that's available.
Oh,
please, put it down. Stevie J's gone. God, oh. Our whole life has been filled with these sexual. I feel like deep breaths follow you as you walk. Now listen, people think that I'm prevaricating, but look at her. Just look at her for a second. She don't have to say a word. Look at her.
You feel it.
You feel what? What's that?
It's nicey, nicey.
That's that passive aggressive Libra. Now Stevie J was a Libra, you know.
Really?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, I see why the. He's insane.
He's insane.
Yeah.
You must identify.
Of course.
Okay. Let's talk about your
I
insanity.
couldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
To feel normal. Rage. It's good. It's another day. Let me kick this one. You gotta kick it.
Is that my phone going off like that? Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, let me turn this down. I'm so unprepared. I got to learn this podcast behavior. There's some rules to podcasts, you know. I got to learn. Mommy,
Yes.
where were you born?
Fort Wayne, Indiana, October 15, 1940,
And you are how old, son?
1227 Eliza Street. Yeah.
No, not where you lived. How old are you, mommy?
Now, at this
Yes.
present time, 32 in a minute.
32.
I'm 82. Wow. What did I
You're
say?
82. 30. Why you say 32? Oh, because who? Who's 32? Who is 32, son? Wait.
What made me think of 32?
Wait. Before we go on,
I was getting ready to tell you my address.
Okay.
And have
Wait. Let's get back to your story in a minute.
okay.
Would you date somebody 32?
I would date whoever, I gel
What
with.
is happening right now?
I can't understand that kind of question. How you could date another human being? They're biological,
Hold up.
not their biological, but their numbers.
Their penis? What?
What is that? Well, that's probably involved too.
Wait
But-
a minute.
What
Wait a
is-
second. I mean, what are you talking about?
What you talking
Your
about?
grandson is 31,
And
mommy. Oh, now listen. I had not planned on going here. I didn't want to stop on the street right now because I was leery,
about what?
mommy.
Girl, please.
Wait, mother, stop. I'm very serious right now. I'm not jesting. You would date a man 31 years old.
Well, when you say date, what
Would
do
you have
mean?
sex with a man 31?
If we had sex,
What?
people have sex at different times. Your age don't have to match your energy. But gets it up. Yeah, there's some 30-year-old
Listen,
men
listen,
that are
listen,
attracted to me.
All I'm going to say to you, mommy,
What?
is that
What?
I would have a problem with a man 31 smashing you. I'd have a problem.
What do you think? Wait a minute. That's smashing and stuff.
Wait.
I don't know what you.
Okay,
What
wait.
is that?
Smashing is a colloquial term.
I know exactly what it is. Trust me.
So why would you get it?
Because
How do you know what smashing?
that
Wait a
doesn't
minute,
enter
nigga.
in my, in my sphere. That smashing and all that, making love is totally different.
Mommy, it's a colloquial term for making love. That's all.
So what? And what does
Wait,
numbers? There are bees and plants and trees.
I'm not
Everybody's
scared. I'm lions and tigers and bears. But what do bees have to do with you smashing 31-year-old man, mommy?
That smashing is not.
Okay,
that's
expressing yourself in a sexual way to somebody 31.
But how would one know how old another person is?
Because you asked
when
them. You asked for their
But
ID.
a lot of times you don't ask. Who cares about that? What you feel and how you connect is
Merry
more
Christmas.
important than anything.
Mommy, listen.
Please, let's
listen.
don't go on this
Oh, God.
this all-American, everyday kind. I live in another world with harmony and peace and love and feelings.
Nothing more than feeling.
Yeah, that's great.
Trying to forget my Feelings of love, feelings, oh, 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 feelings. I don't wish I never heard you say you'd fuck a minor child who's 31 years old.
You're so silly.
Mommy, 31 is damn near criminal. You're 50 years old.
Can I say something?
Of course, you're my mother. Go ahead.
In America, people put so much
America.
emphasis on how old another human being is in relation to how human beings make each other feel, whatever age, whatever color. That is so unimportant to me. You don't have to act on everything, but people communicate and feel things, for another person. I hope this conversation is not about what you can do and can't do, because I don't have time.
I'm trying to find out why my phone is doing this crazy shit.
Well, just turn it off.
I'm trying to, Mommy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to
But
do
it
it.
can do it, so what?
No, because I don't want to. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't want to raise my voice. I have some feelings about the 31-year-old, but we're going to proceed.
And those are your feelings, so
yes.
don't take up my time with that.
What do you mean, my time? What this, I asked you for. What is happening right now when the table turned?
Feelings.
What?
Your feelings. We're not here to, what I should do, what you should do. That's
Mommy.
not our business.
Okay, Mommy, since I am the interviewer, can you acquiesce for a minute to succumb to some of my questioning, albeit it may feel like I am.
But not at the price of you starting off your question with what you have a problem with. Your problem is your problem.
All the niggas who may try to contact my mother, if you're under 50, it's a wrap. That's all I'm saying.
Well, anybody that would try to contact me wouldn't even listen to what you're saying.
What?
A yoke?
That was some gangster shit, my nigga. That was some give it up. Give it
I
up.
don't attract yokes.
You ain't getting nothing, son.
Your father was a
What's
genius.
a yoke? Speaking of daddy. Now,
Yes.
I was trying to, I wanted to talk about you, but you want to talk about daddy?
It's up to you.
Okay. You, born 1940, October 15th, in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah.
Matriculated to New York, Brooklyn, New York. At what age were you when you came to Brooklyn?
I made 4 in New York.
And where did you first live in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn.
What street?
Hancock Street.
Okay.
No, not Hancock Street. It was Green Avenue.
Okay. At age 10, where were you living and who were you living
On
with?
McDonough Street.
Okay. Why is my phone keep doing this? I'm trying to turn it off.
With Mimi and Papa and my mother.
Okay.
We stayed with them until she remarried.
Now, and high school. I know you went to Wingate.
Yes.
But wait, junior high school is PS 35, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But PS 44 is where I started. Well, I started at Our Lady of Victory Catholic School on the corner. I went there first, and then I went to it's warm in here. I went to PS 44.
Which one, Okay.
He said, "Oh, okay." Go with that. Oh, you're gonna go
Ouch.
crazy with that.
I'm actually honored to be my age. Is it making a lot of noise?
Oh, that's
It's okay,
why.
right? Well, I need the air too, just for a few minutes. Then we can whatever. So, Wingate High School.
Yes.
What kind of person were you? What kind of individual? What were you into? What were you about in high school?
I played basketball, ran relays. My teacher, Ms. Pope, wanted to be an actress.
It does fuzz the audio.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought too. So we'll do it.
'Cause on the last time we did it, it's a little bit, not terrible, but
We'll expedite. Okay. So, high school.
Okay.
Wingate High School.
I went to PS 35.
Okay.
I was raised, that's in Bed-Stuy.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful part of Brooklyn. Best people in the world. And our class, my seventh grade, you go from junior high school to high school. And Wingate High School was built, which was out in Flatbush, all white. And we were considered in Bed-Stuy, our PS 35, we were the cream of the crop. So they, in essence, bust us.
Right.
We were the first blacks out in Wingate High School. It was built like a banjo.
Okay.
I was the second graduating class. I was best dressed girl of the school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you got to know about my mom.
Right.
My mother was a
Nana.
beautician. Yeah. She came to New York. She and my grandfather first after my parents were divorced. Back then, divorce was like a scandal. My
Right.
mother was a church pianist. You know, she was would travel to different conventions and stuff. And as I said, divorce was like a scandal then. So
Right.
my mother had a beauty shop. My mother sewed. My mother was anything she touched was perfection.
Aries.
Oh, she's bad, my mommy. She and my daddy divorced. She loved my daddy. You know,
Right.
he wasn't into the church.
And
I know
she
that-
was very active in the Church of God in
yeah,
Christ.
oh yeah.
Church of
She
God in
was
Christ.
known as, after she met Betty Lee, she was
Right.
Betty Hicks before. You know, when they had to go to the convocation.
She was a state musician.
Yeah, she was. And as I said, you know, she had a beauty shop in the front of the house.
Right.
Um, she sewed. She had always had a sewing machine. She crocheted. She was just, my mother was fabulous, a homemaker
So-
extraordinaire.
So you were a church girl. You were Miss Bethel Temple before it was called Washington Temple.
Yeah, well, my mother put on this, what is it called? You sell gleaners to
Mhm.
raise money.
Race
'Cause
court. Yeah.
people believed in Bishop Washington, the pastor, the
Right.
genius of a minister. And my mother was head of this program.
Right.
You know, we had gleaners. We
Right.
would go up and down the street in Brooklyn. And I've always been attracted to bars and clubs. I'd go in there
Hold on, wait.
to take my
Wait,
gleaners.
hold on a
and
second.
it was filled up.
What a segue. How did church segue right to I've always been attracted to bars?
Okay, what I'm saying is that I was a little girl,
Uh-huh.
and little girls don't usually go in bars, but I had gleaners. So
Oh, that's right. You went to collect money. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah. Get
in the
quarters.
bar.
Right.
Because I always liked the bar.
I
I liked the
understand.
music. I liked the way the women dressed. I liked the men, you know. And that's how
How old
I
were you?
won.
How old were you gleaning quarters in bars?
I think I was about 10 or a little,
10.
no, maybe a little older.
And that
10 or
life
11.
was attractive to you?
Yes. Back then, Fulton Street in Brooklyn was kind of like Harlem.
Right.
That was where, you know, the men dressed, had Cadillacs, the women,
Yeah.
you know, furs. That I always wanted to go in the bar. And I
So
went in there.
when did you meet Daddy and how?
I
Sam Fletcher,
was
y'all.
gonna be 17, I think.
Your birthday's October. You met him when you were 16 or 17.
Yeah. He he graduated college, witness service, and came to New York to get in show business.
Okay.
How that came about, Bishop Washington, our pastor, his wife traveled with this famous singer called Rosetta Tharpe back in the day.
Right.
And they did, they used to go, you know, touring.
Right.
Sam and
Revivals,
his sister,
revivals.
revival. Sam and his sister traveled during the summer. You know,
Tootsie Fletcher.
yeah, she played the piano and Sam sang. He was doing that. He was always wanted to make money for his family,
Right.
his mother. And when he found out that the minister was taking the money, he
Robbing him.
yeah, the Elder Beck told Sam that Western Union
Is he
lost
dead?
the money. Yeah,
Elder Beck.
Western Union lost the money. Sam
Mhm.
said, and, you know, he cursed. In Western Union ain't never lost no money. So that's how he and Tootsie were like on the road, you know. And
So you were at Washington Temple, and he came to sing there.
yeah.
And
Came
what
on a
happened for you?
Sunday.
What happened for you when you saw him?
Well, it was three of us, Kathleen, Doris, and myself. We were the three sharpest girls in the church. People to this day talk about it. They sewed, my mother did hair, so just about every Sunday we had a new outfit. And Sam came that Sunday, and you know, by him knowing Madam Washington, and
Right.
they called him Little Sammy and all that, but he was a grown man at that time, you know.
Yes, he was a grown man, and you were
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
And,
son.
That Sunday he didn't sing, but that Tuesday night, I think, regular service.
It's called Pastoral Night on Tuesday night. It's Pastoral Night. Yeah. Tuesday night. And the pastor raises money for his personal.
That's on Friday.
No, Friday night youth night. That was when Reverend Sharpton was the youth leader.
Yeah,
on
but
Friday
when
night.
I grew up, Friday night was the pastor's night.
Okay, so in my
That's
era,
when they brought.
Pastoral Night was
I'm
Tuesday.
telling you how the church used
Okay,
to be.
mommy. Okay.
You know, Friday night we brought pounds. We brought food for the pastor and his wife. But anyhow, that Tuesday night, Sam sang. He was always sharp. I think he had 2 suits or something. But he always, back then, men put their shirts in the laundry. And, well, he sang that Tuesday night. Kathleen Darcy, he said, ooh, that nigga could sing. He turned the place out.
Did you
know.
like him immediately?
Not like that. No.
When did you start liking Daddy? And did he date you, or did he?
Yeah. Oh, he was after me.
And what did Nana say? Your mother?
Sam was a brilliant man.
The question was,
and
what did your mother say?
At least, are you going to allow me? I heard what you
So
said.
you ain't gotta fix it, mommy.
No, what I'm saying is that. Oh boy.
What did just
Okay.
happen?
Sam he was comical. He
I
was
just
witty.
said, how
So
did Nana feel about him?
She might have had mixed emotions. I don't know. But
Might have. She tried to stab him with an ice pick.
But oh, Gina, this is way down the line. Down the line. What are you talking? This is.
Mommy, did she
how
want you to
we-
marry Daddy?
This had nothing to do. I was 17 then.
Okay.
She wanted me to get married because she knew I was going to get pregnant.
Oh, what? Thank you. Wait a minute. I didn't expect that. Hold up. Hold up, church girl. Hold up,
Yes.
sanctified lady. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, sanctified woman.
But well, that's true. You know, she knew I was her daughter. You know, I was.
You were a
That's-
virgin when you met Daddy, right?
Of course.
So why did you want to have sex with Daddy?
Why do you want to have sex?
I mean,
Why
what?
do
No,
the
I'm
feelings
saying.
that are
No,
created.
I don't mean that, nigga. I'm saying, what was it about him that made you want to, no, because let me frame it. You were in the church, so that
before-
was a big sin. Fornication was a sin at that time.
Whatever that is, yeah.
What are you talking about? Do
'Cause
you have any boundaries
people
at all?
in the church-
Where are your boundaries,
People were
mommy?
having sex. Come on. Nobody's that.
My mother said
that
boundaries.
naive.
Does anything go?
But Sam had a way with everybody. He was a genius. I mean, the church mothers, the deacons, everybody. And he was highly intelligent
Mommy,
and comical.
okay.
All right? So that's part of a person's makeup. Most people are attracted to him.
Mommy, you know what's so amazing to me?
Yes.
No, really.
Uh-huh.
Just as another woman, not even as a daughter, but Daddy has been gone since 1987.
Yeah.
He married another woman, right?
Okay. He married
No,
two
but
other
no, okay.
women.
Okay, but you still have this unadulterated love, respect, and admiration
Because
for him.
that's what we generated between each other. That was our thing. Nobody could ever take that away. Yeah, you could say bonded. I was in his heart. He was in mine, despite everything else that happened.
Okay, so can I ask you this?
Yes.
You tried to kill him.
Well, you are going past
No,
so much
no,
stuff.
no, but mommy, but those are the monumental points that because
That
even
has to- with my,
even with all that though,
because of
mommy.
my insanity, is and my alcoholism.
Okay, you want to say because of alcoholism?
Oh, some of the I wasn't thinking rationally during that time.
Okay, how old were you when you first started drinking alcohol?
On the Sunday afternoons, Kathleen, Doris, and I we
So
used
that's
to
after
go.
when? After church?
Yeah, we would always
Wait a
go
minute.
to a restaurant
Wait a
that
minute.
where they served liquor. Cocktails were exciting then.
Did Jesus say to do this?
A Planters
What
Punch.
what would Jesus do?
We did what we wanted to do. This had nothing
Well, Jesus
to-
got nothing to do with this. She said, "What's Jesus got to do?
Yeah.
Got to do
On
with it."
Sunday afternoon, we were
Not a
dressed
motherfucking
up.
thing.
We went to Manhattan, and we went to a restaurant always. where
After
they
saying the
served
Lord's Prayer,
alcohol.
after praying, y'all went to get drunk.
We didn't get drunk.
Okay,
We had a cocktail.
you had spirits. At how old,
know.
mommy?
I guess I was about 16.
Where would they serve you
Kathleen
cocktails at
Doris.
16?
In Manhattan,
Where?
restaurants.
At 16, you got cocktails?
Yeah. Kathleen and Doris are older than I am.
You a wild mommy
I
on the
wasn't
low.
wild. I was quite a
Who
lady.
was? No, see, nowadays, alcohol, quite a lady.
Yes.
I may not be a lady, but I'm all, but mommy, lady. Ladies resist the urge to drink alcohol. Seriously, wait, I'm talking about church people now. Not you, just church people.
Okay. Because church
It's almost a
people drink, too,
contradict. Tell my story, go ahead.
you know. We would go to restaurants and we would order a cocktail. That was Kathleen and Doris. They're like 3 or 4 years older than me.
And these,
you know.
both these ladies are living right now. They're going to see
Yeah.
this podcast, and Kathleen and Doris, you're under the
used-
bus right now. You're under the
But
bus.
everybody went out to have dinner. and have
Okay,
a
mommy, these
cocktail.
are people who were very active in the church. I'm not sure.
These are ladies that were in
Hypocrites.
Young, that's not a,
Hypocrisy.
well. That group that's in the church.
So,
That's part of the church. Come on.
you are my mother. I'm telling you. I come from your vagina. I know I do. I'm telling you. I talk like you. You's a bad motherfucker. Word. Word.
But
He's a bad dude.
that's what we did. We stopped traffic. Kathleen, Doris, the way they walked, we dressed. We were now even to this day. There are people say that we did that first aisle. They said when we walked down that aisle, it was like a fashion show. And not that we did it for that. That's just the way we were.
Has that perpetuating that image ever affected who you became? What do you think about that whole thing about the pretty syndrome? Did alcoholism have anything to do with that? Tell me, or was it one cause the other, or was there any self-image thing, or what do you think led to alcoholism, Molly?
An escape.
From what?
I was shy, for one thing. If you have a drink, it gives you courage, you know. And then later on, you know, in my marriage, being alone so much. What hurts? What's the matter? Oh, with your father being gone so much, drinking was company for me, you know, and it was a social thing. And your father just starting in showbiz, people would come to our house, and we drank, we played cards, and it was harmless. We thought. I had no idea. People didn't know that alcohol was a drug back then. It was what you did. It's the way you partied.
Right.
And I got thoroughly addicted. It was also good when your husband's away on the road. In the evening, you drink. You know, I'd go downstairs to Kay's house or my other girlfriend, and we'd have cocktails. Her husband was an entertainer, and the other husband was a doctor. So women back in the day, housewives, became alcoholics.
Alcohol and pills, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Diet pills.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Dexedrine was
yeah,
my pill.
Dexedrine was your pill.
Yeah.
So when you
My girlfriend's husband was a doctor. You know, Dr.
how old were you
Wilson.
taking pills? When Daddy was on the road?
Well, probably a little later on, because you don't want to gain weight during that time. Staying slim was very important. You had to
Like
keep
Twiggy.
your figure.
Yeah.
Twiggy.
Or Marilyn Monroe or Dorothy
Right, I'm
Dandridge.
Dorothy Dandridge, yeah.
Oh,
I identify with them.
excuse me, Twiggy.
Twiggy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Mommy. When you moved to California,
Yeah.
what was that like? Daddy got a record deal.
He got a record deal in New York before he went. We lived in a high rise with doorman service before we came to California. You know, Adam Wade and Dr. Wilson. Your social life changes
Right.
when your money,
Money
bracket
change, yeah.
changes, especially in New York. But California was really a whole nother world.
And where did we live?
Our first home was in a place called View Park. It's up the hill. We bought the McCoos, Dr. Marilyn
Marilyn
McCoo, and
Billy
father
Davis.
was a doctor,
Her
mother
father?
was a doctor, and we bought that home up there. Nancy Wilson lived a block over. Ike and Tina Turner lived on the same street that I lived on. There's a singer called Earl Grant, and I watched them build Ray Charles's house. So we were right in the View Park is still,
Yeah.
you know,
So when did Daddy start shooting heroin, and when did you notice it?
probably in. I talked to someone that, and I don't want to name a lot
don't
of
have to.
names. This one guy who was a great jazz pianist, and when Sam moved to New York, after he got out of school and everything, he lived with some musicians upstairs with Phineas Newborn, Calvin Newborn, and I can't think of the other guy's name. They all would, get
Sniff
high.
heroin. Sniff heroin.
Huh?
Sniff dope.
No, they were shooting dope, a lot of them.
So when did you notice it in California? After how long? 'Cause Daddy, I know he toured.
Yeah.
By that
when
time,
we
he
bought
had
the house, it was 65 when Ira was born.
he had three girls by then. Me, Angie, and
Right. And then Ira.
then you
When
got
Ira,
pregnant
he
with
was
Ira.
really shooting dope during that time.
And then Troy, and then Courtney. He had 6 children. What created? Well, I know what created the change of us going from California to New York. What made you want to kill Daddy?
I had just had a nervous breakdown. I was taking Thorazine. I was really sick, that lifestyle, and how can I say this? A person that has an addiction that is not going to turn out good, but if you love someone, I loved him. I didn't want nothing to happen to him at all, But then he got so involved because of his addiction. He had a woman that was a drug dealer,
Right.
The car I drove, and different. So that's part of what was going on. I'm sure Sam was involved with other women, but the heroin addiction, that's a full-time job. That
But
was
Mommy, it seems as though that
what?
you let it calm down.
Come on.
What do you mean? What? You cocked and loaded, son.
Yeah.
Seems as though you let him off the hook when you keep saying
What
the
do you
drug
mean,
addiction.
let a person off the hook? What is that?
Just let me finish, Mother. I adore Daddy. You know that. You know I adore him. But I also am capable of seeing some reality, right? And I adore him no less. I adore him no less. But something made you want to take his life, and had nothing to do with alcoholism, nothing to do with that. You were hurt. Wait.
It did have to do with. I had an addiction. See, we don't qualify alcohol as an addiction.
But Mommy, I do. I'm saying,
that-
but
I'm talking about
besides the
back
alcohol,
then.
weren't you hurt though?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was there.
But
Remember, I was there.
yeah, but also I was there when the life was great. And
And
and I hate to say that the first time I found that, he was involved with another woman is when we were going to get a loan and her name was on there. Sam always had women that he
okay,
dealt with.
okay, mommy. Now,
There was always money involved.
okay. So let me ask you this: from a woman who I know, if you wanted monogamy, and Daddy was obviously having sex with other women,
Right.
regardless of the reason, the motive,
Right.
none of that.
Right.
What made you stay with him, knowing you wanted monogamy?
Okay. I mean, this hasn't just started.
It's a question.
People
Mommy.
have
It's a question. This Libra answer. Ooh, you
no,
good.
no. People, women know, or men know, really, women know that men have sex with other women when
Mommy,
they're married.
what? Are you serious right now?
Yes.
All men. So you
I
think?
didn't say,
Wait.
I didn't say all, but we in marriages, women know that their wives, that their husbands are usually seeing somebody else, or however you want to put it. You just don't break up because of that.
Well, okay, now I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm saying, do you really believe that
Yeah.
most men cheat?
I believe that most people cheat,
So
but I believe the
hold up,
society has set it up about.
wait. You're not gonna just walk over that now,
I'm not walking over it.
mommy.
What? Mommy, what?
So you're saying,
That what?
did you cheat on Daddy?
I know that was the next question.
What?
that
Wait,
you
why
wanna-
you
that you
trying
wanna
to
get
cock me
to.
with a gun? What?
Because I knew that's where you were going.
Well, no,
Please.
no, but
It is-
mommy,
it
you
is-
opened the door. You said
So what?
people
So
cheat.
what? That's true. Men and women cheat.
Think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO.
Move on down the line. But back to
I'll always love my mama.
you saying
She's
that I
my
wanted to
favorite
kill him.
girl.
But there was so
Keep
much
it
going
moving.
on in our lives at that
Can
time.
I ask you,
was
how did you
hurt.
do it that night? Because I remember that night. How did you do it? Just tell the
It
people.
wasn't night. It was early in the morning. He'd been out on it when he came in, and he slapped me.
Okay. I never saw him hit you before, but
I said, but he slapped me.
Okay.
I know what he did.
I'm not saying he didn't.
And
I'm
that
just saying.
infuriated me.
Okay.
Then he was with Charlene. He'd be out most nights, but he was always home when you all were going to school. Your daddy was always there. That's how we won that case in court, because the freezer was open and they saw that the kids, you weren't neglected.
The case
you
I had
the
to
food.
testify.
Yeah, where you had to testify.
What
but-
happened that morning?
He slapped me.
And
That was, and this was, that was unusual. That
Okay.
wasn't, but what was usual was him coming in the morning,
Yes.
But that morning was something different. He slapped me.
And so, what did you give him?
I had just got out of the hospital, so he wanted Thursday. He had to.
wait, hold it. He wanted Thorazine. Okay.
Yeah, well, Sam, he would medicate himself if he couldn't
Okay,
get heroin.
okay.
So
So how much Thorazine did you give him?
I don't know. I can't remember, but I know
You have no
that,
recollection of the amount of Thorazine.
no, probably a couple of pills. I don't know.
Okay.
I was furious.
Okay,
I was
and you're enraged.
in
and let you
yeah.
recall.
I couldn't. I tried to figure out how I was going to kill him.
And we
you
were
know.
we were in the house.
Yeah. Well,
I remember that.
then, yeah, it was trying to get ready for school.
And you interrupted my school day by sending us to Vashti's house down the street.
Well, because I had set fire to everything in
Okay,
the house.
okay. Can
You know,
can we back up for a second?
yeah, he was getting it
okay.
that morning.
Here's my recollection of the premeditated murder of my father. Okay, I remember that we got to Vashti's house, and I remember you coming to the house and saying, I guess I need to call the fire department.
Yeah, well, we heard the fire department.
Because
We
you
let
had
it-
set 3 different rooms on fire,
I set the whole house on fire.
and you mixed ammonia
Bleach and all
and
everything.
bleach
I couldn't.
together,
I was.
and you
I
poured it
just
on the
wanted to kill him.
carpets
Yeah.
and set the place
But see,
afire.
he slapped me. That's all of those elements.
Mommy, but did he deserve his life to be almost taken?
At that point, with
Well,
the way I
okay.
was thinking, I just got out of the psych ward. Are you serious? Please. I just thank God, that he didn't die. Because my intent was for him to die. That wasn't right. That ain't right. It was horrible. You had to go to court to testify,
And we went to a foster home.
Well, that's
Miss
another
Miss
incident.
Mays, and that was September
But
1972, the Olympics. What, Mommy? It's okay. It's okay, Mommy. It's okay. It's okay.
oh man, that was rough.
It's okay.
Rough.
It's okay.
Rough.
You know, you don't expect stuff like this to happen on a podcast.
A wonderful human being.
That
I've
you
never
tried
lived-
to murder my nigga. You tried to kill my father.
I
As a matter of fact, I need to be resentful towards you.
I never.
You tried to kill my daddy.
I never lived with another man.
And she still is in love with this man. She's still, I'm telling you, Mom, listen.
One of the greatest human beings
Hold.
ever.
Let me tell the
Ever.
people. My mother was so digmatized by my father.
That's not true.
The sex wasn't good, Mommy?
But that ain't. You think that was the basis?
Mommy,
of our
digmatized is a
love affair?
colloquial
Come on.
term
Yeah,
again.
well, don't do that
for-
with me, please.
I'm not trying to minimize
My
the.
story
No, I'm not trying to minimize the sex
depends on
game. I'm
that.
not trying to minimize your
Yeah,
relationship.
But you.
I'm just saying.
You made a.
Mommy, Daddy is no longer here. He's good.
That's not true. What you're saying is,
Daddy's
come on,
good. He's
let's
good.
Let's get a little better than this.
Wait, He's still defensive of Daddy.
That's not being defensive. I'm telling the truth. And one those things that you're speaking of has nothing to do with
Mother.
the inner of a person.
Mother.
The man loved me.
But
But he still had great plans for me.
so you feel,
What?
and your memory is important because, and this is so odd, that although there were some salient themes in him that were dark, I still want a man like him. I still think he was the greatest
Oh, my
person.
God.
I still think Daddy
A
is
genius
fucking
of a
amazing.
human being.
The
His
look
intellect alone was just.
of love is in your eyes. The look, your smile can't deny. The look
his eyes.
of love, yeah. It's saying so much more than words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, take my breath away.
Sam Fletcher.
Yes.
My God.
2017 and 2018, I lost 2 brothers, Courtney Fletcher and Ira Levi Fletcher. My mother buried, I guess the term is burned up or cremated, my brothers. And she went through that. And we're here. And it was the most devastating thing in my life to lose a brother and then another brother and another brother and another, just in my mind. 2 brothers in the same year.
No, 17,
It was,
2017,
it was 11 months apart. August 3rd, 2017. And Ira died October 21st, 2018. Mommy, how did you get through that?
I guess it's corny to say that I had to draw on my my spirituality, my faith.
What's that? What do you
I don't.
believe, mommy?
What I believe is that I, I would question what happened, and this has nothing to do with believing in God, but these are my babies. Were taken away from me. It was just unreal, unreal to this day.
I folded.
But I
I
had
folded.
to,
I couldn't take it.
yeah,
I folded. I didn't get out the bed for 3 months when Courtney died. I couldn't get up. My mother and my brother, Ira, who passed after him, tried to get me up. I couldn't function. I started taking Clonopin. Uh, I was down to about 100 pounds.
I beg God to,
I lost my mind for 3 months.
yeah,
And then when Ira died, I was prepared. I was prepared.
yeah, but
Not,
that was a different set of circumstances.
not for his death, but I was able to stand up for you with Ira. There's some people say, a mother shouldn't bury their children, shouldn't
Yeah.
die first, but yo, my nigga, you're here.
Yeah,
And we in California, where Daddy brought you, and where
Yeah.
Ira was born,
right.
where Troy was born. Oh, shit. And you're here. Yo,
1960. I was born in 65.
so at 81, what's next, son?
Oh,
Is it
lights,
over? Are you
action.
about to?
What?
I mean, what you want to do at 81?
Oh, I have things to share.
Like what? What do you want to do? You want to date? You want to get married? You want a TV
Yeah,
show? You want to
yeah.
go to a
Well,
nursing home?
all
What you
that.
want?
All
A
that.
nursing home?
Yeah.
What, you want to own one or be in
Yes.
one?
I'll never be
Never. You never be in a nursing home. If I have a box, you in the corner, son.
But there's so much I need to do. I I have survived some. I know better than anybody how, what I have to do to keep this together. That I didn't have another nervous breakdown. I'm not going to do that. That was, nothing to get that hysterical.
Yo,
But
son.
when you don't know,
Mommy, you know
and
how many
feel-
hospitals? Samson, my grandmother would get a call, and we get the phone would ring, and she say, hello, yes, this is she. They my sister. And she say, okay, y'all go get your mother. We go find mommy in the street, in bars, topless, laying in the street. Came up to the school drunk, all kind of stuff.
Just
I was
horrible
never
stuff.
embarrassed. I was
Horrible.
never fucking ashamed. As a matter of fact, that's why nothing nobody can say to hurt my feelings, because I saw my mother laying in the street.
But my neighbors, even then,
Yep.
black people living in Flatbush was
You were
a
pretty
new
drunk.
thing.
You were pretty nice drunk.
Yeah, that's what people still say.
Mommy prides herself on being a pretty drunk in the street.
I'd be in
Whatever,
the,
son.
Oh, it was just crazy, crazy. But my survival. That's why I know whatever God is. I don't call it he, she, or whatever that power is. I ask God to take the taste away from me.
Me too. With crack, I did.
Yeah,
And we used to
ask
get
God
high
do that.
together. We used to smoke woolers together. Let's crack and weed together.
You know,
We used to lift cocaine together.
I went
You
in
sure
the
did?
program, and AA and NA people are just fabulous. I don't let anybody,
I smoked the 12-step fellowships. Blue 12-step fellowships. We love you.
Yeah.
In the name of weed.
I haven't had a drink in over 40 years.
That's right. That's right.
Served liquor, worked as a barmaid. For me, whatever God is, whatever that energy is, that's the greatest thing going.
Just ordinary
That
people.
was just wonderful.
Extra.
And I mean, people saw
Ordinary
me.
people.
Somebody told me the other day that their family member saw me on I'm not Fulton, but Flatbush Avenue, but in the middle of this traffic. I don't remember any of that.
I do.
I know. You kids have been just.
And I'm okay.
Yeah.
I like you as a person.
Yeah.
I like you. You would be my friend if you weren't my mother.
Mm.
Would I be your friend if I weren't your daughter?
Oh my God.
Really, mommy?
Oh
Say it again, Sam. Say it again, Sam.
Despite that brashness, I know your heart.
Oh,
That big mouth, always cutting and make me almost stab you. But I
ladies and
respect
gentlemen, it's time to let this nigga go. Just ordinary people, extraordinary people. My mother, my friend, the only celebrity I know. Have a
That is so
conversation with Gina. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of you. You might not have a college degree. You might not have money. You might get SSI. You don't have cars broke down. But I'm so
But
proud.
all that's gonna change.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Look to the
Extraordinary,
sky.
ordinary people. My mother, Sharon Fletcher. Thank you, Samson.
We told everything.
How did that feel, Samson?
That was great.